What's going on, guys? So today I want to talk about a very cool knife I just got in trade. This was offered to me recently, see if I was interested in it, and my eyes really lit up because this is a knife that I've been looking for probably the last decade or so. This is a Benchmark Rolox, okay? This is the original knife that the CRKT Rollock knife was designed after. And I absolutely love that knife, and now that I got the original, I do want to get a CRKT Rollock again. They had a metal version as well as some plastic versions. I think I had a red one and a gray one, but they're super cool. They're on eBay right now for like 50 bucks. I just don't want to bite the bullet yet. Maybe in the future I'll trade for one. But yeah, I mean, this is a super cool knife, but I wanted to show it to you guys because a lot of you, especially if you're younger, have probably never seen this. So how this works is, it looks kind of strange because there's a lock back, right? There's a lock right there. But the blade's on top, and when we look at the top, I posted some teaser pictures on Instagram, and one person did guess it. One knife guy from way back, he knew what this was. But it looks kind of like an OTF, and especially because they have a little emblem here, it almost looks like you'd push this button and maybe the thing would shoot out, but it does not. So how this works is really simple. All you do is push down here. You can see a little jimping on the back of the blade. When you push down, the blade pops up. All right, and then you push forward, it actually slides forward on a track and cants back down and locks in place. All right, there's no blade play or anything. It's totally locked up. You can see to unlock this, you push this almost like a lock back. When you depress that in, you manually push that blade all the way down, and then it kind of pushes down and clicks in at the same time, like on a 45-degree angle. All right, so pretty interesting, definitely different. If you guys like this knife, this one's gonna be a lot harder to find, but you can, like I said, still find the CRKT version. It's smaller, it works the same way, but it's a different knife design completely. It's just how it functions is the same, where it slides on a system like that. But yeah, super cool. You can see this one, it says Hunting Classics Ltd. That was the company that made Benchmark knives. All right, flip it over. This one happens to be a first production run. And you can see this one's even marked January 1992. Flat grind on the back. And what's interesting is there is a swedge, but it's a chisel ground swedge. It's not on both sides, which is pretty rare. You really just don't see that design on anything. But yeah, I mean, this knife from 1992, it's a totally cool design. I will talk in the future about different types of knives that I'm collecting now. And this is definitely one that I wanted for that particular collection. So overall, it's a really interesting knife. Very glad to have it in the collection. I don't recall offhand what the blade steel was on this, or if they had multiple steels throughout the production of this knife. But I do remember this is a 3-inch blade, and it weighs about 5 ounces or so it's a little chunk. Of course, some of the older guys who've been around, you know, the knife scene for the last couple of decades, of course, remember that. It is different and unique. And that's why I like it so much, just because it's special. It's not the best performing knife, it's not the most practical knife, it's not the easiest to carry, but it's different, and I like different. All right, guys, so the video you just saw, I recorded about a week ago, and I was gonna upload it the same day I recorded it, but I definitely wanted to get a CRKT Rollock just to compare. So as soon as I recorded the video, I hopped on eBay, found a couple, followed a couple, and did win one of them. I did pay a little bit more than the original cost of this knife, but I'm totally good with it. I definitely wanted this in the collection, but more specifically for this video. So that's why I'm tying this video with the last one together. So this is what I was talking about. This is the CRKT Rollock. All right, same concept. You push down. Oh, there I am. You can see very high polished blade there. All right, this goes all the way up and snaps into place. All right, this one happens to have a combo edge, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to use this. This is just a collector's piece for me right now. I did actually carry one of these back when I first did a review on it, which you could still, you know, see the video online. Same thing with the lock is down here, but it protrudes out. To push that down, that unlocks the blade. The inherent problem with this, especially because the CRKT has such a high polished blade, is in order to close this, you have to pinch the blade and push it down. So what happens is you get, of course, a fingerprint on there. So sometimes I'll use the edge of my shirt to do that just so I don't, you know, close it with a fingerprint, because then the OCD stuff kicks in. So yes, that is the CRKT Rollock it is operable one-handed to open. All right, let's pop that down, or pop it up rather, push forward. All right, as far as closing, I don't think you could do it one-handed. I don't think I've ever tried, to be honest. Oh, there you go. How about that? So you can use it one-handed with a little practice. Nice wide pocket clip on here. Little piece of plastic, the spacer here sticks out, so you have a little pattern, but also that bigger hole acts as a lanyard hole if you wanted to use one. But yeah, pretty darn interesting. This one was black. Obviously it came in a couple different colors. I had a red one, which I originally reviewed. This is the synthetic scales, which show you a little bit of the inner workings here. Actually pop this back up and come in close. You can see how that's sliding on the track. There's 2 pins that are on the blade itself. All right. Pretty interesting. So yeah, that is the CRKT Rollock. All right, and the model number, which I believe is on the blade there if you want to look it up, it's 5212 for this one. So I figured I'd read this card real quick since I got it. It says, since the original Rolox was invented in 1975, it has been a limited production cult knife with enthusiastic following. After reaching an agreement with Rolox to manufacture the concept as a true production knife, we asked brilliant young Texas custom knife maker Alan Alashewitz to redesign the original classic. The result is our production Rollock 2 that has the smoothest action ever. Actually, I don't even recall, this might be the 2 and the stainless was the first one. That might be the case. I really don't remember, it was a while ago. It has the smoothest action ever with an entirely new look and an affordable price. Thanks to CNC machining and exceptional quality control, we've achieved what Bill Adams, president of the Rolox Corporation, calls the slickest Rolox action I ever saw. One-hand opening is the simplest pressing the base of the blade, sliding the blade open. Click. A rigid lockup, aggressive friction grooves make it easy to close. Just press the blade lock, let the blade slide back, and press back on the blade notch until it locks closed. Click. A strong spring keeps the blade closed. Because the complex assembly and strong spring do not remove the clip or attempt to disassemble your Rollock knife. So let's try that again. Right, open. They're saying if I push down on this, maybe I can close it that way? Is that how I interpreted that? No, I always push down on the blade. I don't know. Anyway, you can see here's their actual instructions on it. Yeah, they're saying press back of the blade, it snaps into frame. Let's try that again. Back of the blade, that's all the way down. Let's see, all the way up. All the way down, still not not doing that like that. Like I said, I kind of did a pinch grip here, push down into the palm, and then I can get that to pop in. Because once this is popped out, it doesn't want to go straight back in. You have to go down on an angle. So down, you actually feel the resistance, and you can see that movement in the frame. So you can't just push in, you have to push down and then in. And you can see it hooks back that pin. All right, see how there's a little cutout here? When you push down and back, the pin sits in here. That's what does not allow it to slide out. When you're pushing down, you're originally releasing that, and then you could slide it out. So, yeah, I don't know what they're talking about, but hey, I do it how I do it. So that is it. That is the CRKT version of this knife. I can say that this version, it's smaller. It's way smoother than the original. All right, and basically just as hard to find now. I mean, eBay is always a good place to look, and you could find both of these knives on eBay. Usually people are posting them. Price is all over the place. Once you get a knife that's way out of production and many years old and a little harder to find, you know, eBay sets its own price. If one sells for 50, someone else might list it around there, you know, but it's really unpredictable as far as what these actually sell for. This one, you'll find this one online anywhere. If you're lucky, maybe 20 bucks, all the way up to 100 bucks. Just depends. The other one, more around 100, sometimes 200, just depends on which version, who the seller is, the condition, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, just wanted to, you know, mold these videos together instead of doing a separate video on this, since I actually already reviewed this knife, even though it was many, many years ago. I figured I would just show it together. Makes sense, right? So pretty interesting design. If you guys end up going on the hunt for one of these things and finding it, you know, let me know what you think of it down below. If you happen to already have this in your collection from yesteryear, please post your comments as well Love to hear what you think about it, but I absolutely love unique knife designs. Obsessed with just non-traditional knives, and this is going in my collection permanently. Okay, never to be sold. So, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Take care.